Someone commented on a video that if you took people from poverty-stricken areas, like this one above here, and you put them in areas like this, which is more wealthy, then soon it will also look like shit because it's an attitude of poor people. I guess the aesthetic value of living areas or houses and living or residential areas matter to most people, and this drives the economic value of it. For example, a land of about 800 square meters can have totally different value depending what is on it. For example, in this case, where the house is in a lower valued area, and in this case where the house is in a much higher valued area. And the reason why this deterioration happens in areas, of course there are many factors to for it, and I will look at those factors in a different video. But for this video, I'm more interested in the environmental impact of living in an area that is scattered with dirt and doesn't have a good aesthetic appeal, or living in a very expensive, wealthy area with big houses and many facilities. First, what effect does dirt have on the environment, or littering? So, littering, of course, its worst case scenario, it can kill animals and makes everything dirty and can create diseases by piling up of nonsense and stuff. So there's many, and everybody knows all the negative effects of littering. And here's a picture of a beach with penguins versus a beach with humans, and it's quite clear what dirt does. And I would say that it's much better not to have that dirt on the beaches or anywhere, and people should at least try to stop doing that. I saw a car, and two objects were just chucked out of it. You can see it in this video. And so now, what is the impact to the environment of living in a wealthy area? If you look at these two houses, for example, the one house is much smaller than the other one, and this makes you think that the bigger house has more concrete and more steel, and what effect does this have on the environment? So I've extracted some input or information on the impact of steel, and you can read it here. And then there's the impact of concrete on the environment. So it's quite clear that I think that both littering and concrete and steel and big houses have a huge effect. And this is, I didn't even go into all the stuff that that rich people have that poor people don't have access to. For example, just expensive food and meats, just to produce those things cost so much more to the environment than the normal. For example, if you want to import expensive salmon or something from another country, it's a huge environmental impact, because you have to pay for transport, fuel costs, manufacturing costs, all kinds of stuff. Whereas if you're poor, you probably just eat the local stuff, which is much less environmental impact. So I would say that it's best that we try to avoid any of them, or let's rephrase it. I think just being alive, we have an environmental impact on the world, and I think it's, if we can try to just not be extreme and take care and watch what we're doing, how we're using things. And so I mean, then it might just have a smaller environmental impact on the whole. And this is, I think, something we all need to think about and not point at others, because, I mean, just being here is an impact.